Hi everybody, this is Ryan again, and I'm back to go over another module. This time we're going to go over module number 3, which is a discussion number 2. I really hope you're enjoying class so far. It's really fun to put this kind of stuff together and give you some practical applications of what you do as a school leader and as a future administrator. So let's look at module number 3. Again, I'm going to blow it up so we can kind of go over it. This will be your second discussion post. Overall, I've went through your first one, and I've really enjoyed reading it. A couple things I want to point out to you throughout this module. One thing is I'm going to kind of skip down here a little bit, and I'm going to skip down to this last part, talking about the standard. Too far. There we go. About the standard piece. Many of you did this, and a lot of you did it pretty well. Some of you didn't quite do enough. Really make sure that you spend some time in this section and really think about its relevance and do a nice reflection. And really think about how does it correlate? Because this is all really goes back to your principles test or your praxis that you'll take and being able to apply these things. So again, you did a pretty good job. I gave you some feedback on your little rubrics you got back in the email. So let's talk about this assignment. So basically, this assignment is going to start talking about demographics. That was one of the types of data you studied in the last module. So we're going to focus on demographics today. So you're basically going to reflect on demographics and why they're important. You're going to think about who should have them, who should view them, who should look at them. And then you're going to think about, as a educational professional, you're going to formulate and explain a plan that would ensure demographics are disaggregated and readily available to teachers, staff, parents, and community members. And what disaggregation means to be disaggregated, that means you break it down. Like, for example, if you have state assessment data, you want to break that down into your subgroups. That could be by ethnicity, could be Hispanic students, white students. It could be by free and reduced population. It could be by ESL students. It could be a number of different ways. It could be done by attendance rate. You could look at your kids who are chronically absent versus your kids who are not. You could look at kids who are new to your district versus kids who have been there the whole time. There's tons and tons of ways. So really think about your demographics. Think about who should see them. Reflect on that. Reflect on a plan. How would you share the data? So part of this class is making things that you can really use in real life as a principal or a school leader. And this is one of those things that somebody could talk about. How do you plan to share data with your stakeholders? And you could talk about what you develop right here. Talk about your plan. So this is a real life application of what you could be doing with demographic data. So if you have questions, please reach out to me. Many of you have, and I've gave you some clarification, and I really appreciate your hard work. So again, this is module number 3, discussion number 2. I'm really excited that we're moving along in this class. If you have questions, let me know.